Igasa Mini Hydropower Plant in Kabarole District. During the development phase, feasibility studies have been carried out on this site. A similar study has been undertaken at Nsonja Chibate, also in Kabarole District.
Nsonja Chibate is one of the sites which was chosen for development. We visited this site and we found that it needed technical support, technical studies and capital to run such a project. So Nsonja Chibate is to the south of Igasa at Mabwe, and the two sites can generate enough power to run and power communities within 30 kilometers distance.
UECCC has started off with seed capitalization from the World Bank in support of credit support instruments, including but not limited to liquidity refinance option for extending loan tenures offered by participating financing institutions to renewable energy power generation projects, and a solar refinance facility for the provision of loans for solar systems acquisition.
We first got involved with Energy Credit Capitalization Company when we had one such entity where we were kind of stuck on how to finance an ongoing project in the renewable energies field. What we did was engage with the team at UECC, at Energy Credit Capitalization Company, and arrange a package, a financing package, and we applied for the standby liquidity support, which was a refinance option, which enabled us to do two things. One was to extend the tenor of the facility we were going to grant this company to 10 years from the usual 5, which is in the range of what commercial banks tend to do. So we're able to give them a 10-year facility, and on the back of that refinance option, we were also able to favorably price that facility, because if we were raising our own money, it was going to be a bit expensive for a project finance of that magnitude.
Under the trust, UECC has been able to partner with other development partners, including GIZ, that has supported it with a climate change advisor to initiate climate change initiatives. Through this support, renewable energy project developers will be able to sell carbon credits as another source of revenue.
We consulted UECCC on how the licensing system for these small-scale mini-grids that provide electricity to communities, how this licensing system could be improved. So we got some very valuable input from UECCC, also in form of stakeholder meetings and through bilateral meetings. We got some very good suggestions on what could be improved to make life easier for project developers who want to get their project licensed.
We have so far supported 6 projects with pre-investment studies. And these have a potential potential energy generation capacity of 60.3 megawatts. And we continue to provide support to any other project developers who are interested in early stage support.
One of the beneficiaries of Early Stage Transaction Advisory Facility for Independent Power Producers is Network Civil Engineering Limited, a company with the intention to construct 3.2 megawatts of power in Kabarole district.
We have a site called Nyabuhuka Mujunju. We have conducted all the studies, the feasibility study, the environment, social impact assessment, and we have applied for the construction permit and applying for the generation license. We approached UECCC and we wanted 2 main things. We wanted a validation of our feasibility report for them to have their technical input, and also development of a business plan. But they offered to do one, which was validating and looking at our feasibility report. They engaged a team of consultants from Lahamaya who came and visited our site. We had interviews with them, they had interviews with our technical people, and they produced a report And this report had a lot of comments on our feasibility study and what we can do in areas we can improve, which to us was very, very helpful.
For an organization well thought and implemented, UECCC, together with development partners, has indeed had major strides in its 6 years of existence. The successes achieved have been enormous, but those have not come without challenges.
One was mobilizing sufficient resources to offer or to be able to achieve our objectives. We are happy to note that we've made considerable progress in addressing this challenge. Our capitalization has grown from the initial funding received from the World Bank. We are now funded by other development partners as well as government of Uganda. This company was set up with the seed capitalization sourced from the World Bank under the Energy for Rural Transformation project. And we now boast of having several other funders, including the Real Infrastructure Development Fund of the Government of Netherlands, the KfW, that is under the Government of Uganda, German Corporation, GIZ, and as well as considerable capitalization from the Government of Uganda.
Challenges notwithstanding, Uganda Energy Credit Capitalization Company is set to move a notch higher by growing out of its infancy.
UECC has so far completed the nascent stage of the business development cycle in the first 6 years of our existence. We are now moving into the next stage, which is the growth stage, maturity stage. And in this stage, we intend to focus on consolidating our business in line with our mandate. Our mandate is to facilitate use of investment and access to renewable energy development.
Indeed, UECCC has proven to be on track in the provision of financing solutions and technical assistance for renewable energy development. As UECCC moves into the future, there are a number of programs lined up for implementation. The programs in the offing for the next planning period include piloting an eventual rollout of a biomass financing facility for domestic biogas systems. Another facility is being initiated to provide working capital for solar companies selling solar systems in the rural areas of Uganda.
Renewable energy or green energy is the way to the future, the way to preserve our planet, and UECC will continue to be part of the way to accessing renewable energy.